I'll take you for a ride on the devil's ship. I'll take you for a ride where you sink or swim. Now come with me and let this story begin.
Yes, it's the Pantelis podcast. First, by the way, Poseidon, let's not forget that the Pizza Boys are sponsoring this episode of the podcast. 3836 Boulevard Côte-Vertu in Montreal, 514-544-6425. That is the Pizza Boys. In the morning, they got breakfast, and in the afternoon, they got pizza. Check out the Pizza Boys. Welcome back, Jacob. It's the first time you're coming here in English.
Yeah, and like you didn't tell me it's in English. I thought it was a French guy, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be all everything good, and now it's in English. I'm like, my asshole is like squeaking.
It's because of you. You told me you're I want to do it in English. All right, motherfucker. Now,
but like, let me like prepare a bit. It's like right now it's like a blind date, but I'm like, I had no idea I was gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah, there's no prep.
Fuck.
It's okay.
Bend over, bro.
Yeah.
Right away, this guy. So, Jacob, you've been surviving. We were just talking about now, like, different things. People are thinking we're not doing comedy, we're rusty, we're getting angry, we're getting depressed, stressed. Everyone's stressed. I don't think the government's helping. I heard the mayor talk this morning. She said, because the malls are full, right? But they closed down restaurants. So people were like, how come the malls are allowed to be open, shoulder to shoulder, everything's going crazy, but local restaurants are closed? And she said, we don't see any evidence that anybody's spreading it in the malls. But the restaurants that took all the precautions, they got fucked. It's so crazy. They don't care. They're here to fuck us now.
But I think because they're not, they know that restaurants, they're not getting enough money. Like, centers, stores, they're making money. They're like, bring some old people and some young people. Let's pay taxes. But like in restaurants, sometimes it's like, how much is for the scotch? Cash. So like, you know.
Yeah. They're like, they're not gonna get enough tax dollars. Actually.
I didn't get that.
Cash.
Like in the restaurants.
Oh, cash.
So basically, saying in the malls, all the money you're spending, the government's gonna find a way to make that money back. Yeah. But they're not gonna make all the money back from restaurants because there will be fuckery afoot, as we know.
Of course, yes.
That's what human beings do.
Yeah, no, I just didn't understand the way you said it. Cash. I like that. Cash.
I pay cash.
You never pay anything cash?
Of course I have. All the time.
All the time I pay cash.
Cash.
Bro, all my fucking savings. Cash.
So what's gonna happen? We're gonna get organized to go do a fucking little tour with Emil. Like, what the fuck?
I'd love to, bro. Fucking let's do it. That shit 2021. Let's fucking break doors and do some shows outside with the rednecks.
I'm down for that. I'm just not down to do them actually outside. I'm not down for the outdoor shows. I hate that shit.
Outdoor shows, yeah, me too.
It's not for me.
I don't like it, bro. It's because, but my problem why I don't like it, and it's gonna be a good challenge for me, is that inside doors, people are gonna laugh. Like I can feed with laughs. Yeah. Outside, I'm gonna hear like fucking bird caw. You motherfucker.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's distracting because like you're doing a joke and then you hear people in the back fighting too.
There's a fucking dog walking. There's a baby throwing up at his fucking mother face, and you're like, this is more interesting. Like, I saw
Is this live?
Yeah. Is this pedo pornography? It's amazing.
No, it's I can't wait, dude. I'm trying to get organized now. I'm gonna talk with Emil too, so we can figure something out.
It would be crazy.
I want to get French and English dates back.
But that would be crazy. Like 3 immigrants, like out of all of the Quebecers, we're gonna be the three: a Greek, a Lebanese, and a fucking what's it called? Melting pot. How do you say like
the 3 people that can literally tell the cops. Corona? What Corona? No beer, no alcohol.
No. I'm driving.
I'm driving. No Corona. Thank you, officer. No Corona for me.
You take shooter. Me, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Right. Don't take this. It's a wacky time to be alive right now, guys.
Oh yeah.
It's completely warped.
Big time.
It's whack, but at the same time, we're so like depressed. We're so down. We're finding ways to try to find something good out of this shit because it's like there's nothing good. But I'm
a woman yelled at me in the elevator today while I was trying to get in. She was in my building when I went back in the morning to go upstairs. And this is what I hear. So she got up because I'm getting in on. There's 2 subfloors. So one parking garage, another parking garage. So I'm getting on in S1. So I know since going up, she's probably from S2. She was coming up from the garage. So as you know, when the elevator is getting close by, if people are talking, you could hear it through the doors.
Yeah.
As it's stopping, I hear her yelling. I think it was her kid, but he was wearing a mask. I don't know. To face the wall, yelling. No, vers le mur, like in French. Face the wall, and they're both masked up. So the door opens. I see them, and because I heard them say face the wall, and they both went towards the walls, like as if they were in trouble. Okay, like okay. I start walking in. They were looking at the walls. I start walking in. As I walk in, the woman turns her head and she's like, no. Only 2 people. She's freaking the fuck out. So I start laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? Like that, like, this idiot? Like, fucking serious? No. And you don't have a mask, mister. You're not wearing. Like, panic in her mind. I was like, ugh. And I just went out of the elevator. I'm not going to even, like, this woman has lost her goddamn mind because of the news. Dude, she was panicking. She was going crazy. But she had all her groceries. So she just came from a place filled with people, walk around, this and that. But this is where she drew the line. She's like, fuck, everybody knows coronavirus doesn't go in grocery stores. It's not going to affect my groceries. It only happens in elevators. Like, just... Oh, so I was just like,
like that's what's nice in the pandemic. Like if it was like 2018 and that happened, you couldn't do nothing. Now it's 2020, bro. It's in a pandemic world. Just punch her in the face, need a kid, and you're good.
I panicked. No, other people, if they're assholes, I'll throw them out. But she seemed so nervous.
Terrified.
Yeah, I laughed because I was her when it first started. I was her. That first month, I was panicking too. Then, statistics, reading, and trying. I was like, okay, I got to calm my tits. Like, this is not the way I should be reacting.
You gotta let the people live their life. Like me too. I have friends that I love them, but they're like, they talk to me and they're like, oh, can I pass by? I'm like, can I pass by outside of your house? And they're like, no, me, I don't welcome anybody because I respect the rules. And like, they're trying to make me feel bad because
they're demonstrating their valor.
Yeah, and I'm like, just go kill yourself. Like, what is like? Stop. Like, let me live my life. Like,
but what are you trying to show me? I don't understand. Like me, I respect the rules.
Yeah.
Well, I live whatever the government says. It makes sense or not. I respect it. Why would that make me think you're a good person? Like by that logic, everybody in history would just be like, I was just following the rules, bro. I was good. That's how people died. Like that's what people said after Nazis. Like I was just following order. Like you can't use that as an excuse. Just be rational. Yeah, you want to come outside. Why would the delivery guy be allowed to come to your house, but your own friend dropping something off?
That's so.
You're
true.
like, I can't do that, bro. That's against the rules. Yeah. It's just so stupid. These are mental barriers.
100%.
And it's not because you're following the laws that you're a good person or that you're doing something good. It's crazy that people are trying to make you feel bad because I go see my parents. I'm like, I don't care. My dad is fucking 60 years old. He's 5'3", weighs 360 pounds. He's gonna die next week. I'm gonna see him. I'm sorry. I don't care about the fucking corona. I'm not seeing too many people, but I'm saying like my parents, but my friends, they make me feel bad. Like they're like, I don't see my parents. No, I don't do that. And I'm like, but just, you don't need to tell me that.
But they're telling that because they want you to know that they're good people.
Yeah.
So they're not burdening their parents with them. That's what it is. Like, you know how good I am, bro? Man, I leave my parents alone. They're tired of me. And I know they're tired. They've made it obvious. In the many text messages, restraining orders, there's a lot of reasons that they've made it obvious. But because I'm all for, do what you can. Like I'll wear the mask. I'll go and buy stuff. Like I'm not gonna fight, but I don't want to wear it. That's not what I'm saying. It's just when people overdo it for one thing and then don't see the other thing they're doing. Like they'll go into a mall full of people, touching, pushing, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then the second they're outside or somewhere else, like, oh, no, monsieur, you need the 6 feet apart or whatever. Bitch, I just saw you basically sniff that guy's asshole to get a fucking Black Friday deal. Yeah. And this is the problem. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, big time.
I think it's a mental retardation.
It is.
issue.
It's a mental, because if you kept it, if you kept it 100 with everything in your life, I'd be like, you know what? I respect that.
But that's impossible.
It's impossible because you, like my girlfriend had trouble coming upstairs the other day, like, because we're at the 10th floor. So you're not gonna walk. It's like the stairs are a lot. So you have to take the elevator. I go, what took so long? She's like, because everyone was looking at each other. They were all judging each other. They were going in maximum 2 by 2. Some people 1 person. Like, no, I don't want to take it. Like they just restarted the panic because of all the news. So she goes, so there's a whole lineup of people waiting to get in because we're not filling. She goes, forget filling 6 people. Like it's not even 3 or 4. And then she goes, when she got in, because there was like 4 people behind her, she got in. There was these old ladies, and they weren't getting in. And she's like, you can come in.
You can come in.
And they're like, oh, thank you.
They came in, and your girlfriend was like,
yeah, you're dead. No, but it's like you can't. She's like, it's not even a thank you thing. Don't thank me. I'm not doing you any favors. It's your mind that's blocking you. Like, so if I said no, you can't come in, and then you would still come in, you're gonna get the virus. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's up to you.
It's crazy that it's because that the government is giving those laws to people, and they're like, that's how sheep they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no there's a gym in Montreal that it's still open.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called l'Académie Frontenac, and they went to see lawyers, everything. They looked everything, and it's legal. They're allowed because we're talking about 9 to 13,000 of fees of fines. Sorry,
yeah.
Of fines, and people were calling the cops every day.
Yeah, people are assholes, rats. Yeah.
Bro, they were calling the cops every day. They did a big ass fucking poster, huge, writing. It was written, instead of calling the fucking cops, come in and we're gonna explain you why we're allowed. And even I'm doing because I have a baby, so I gotta bring some gravy to the
Table?
fucking mesa viejo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing poutine at the poutine bar where I used to do the comedy shows. And there's a guy that came at me that we were talking about but the guy is fucking huge, and he's like, fucking gyms, we can't open the gyms. I'm gonna die because I'm fat. Everything. I'm like, but there's a gym in Montreal that I train. You should come. And he's like, but they're not allowed. I'm like, no, they're allowed because of the
And
laws.
you literally just said you would want them to be open so you can get healthy, but then right away he's like, they're not allowed.
They're not allowed. And I was like, no, don't worry, they're allowed. They said, I was like, they talked about ventilation and everything, and the guy was like, yeah, but with the sweat, it's gonna drip. It's gonna be contagious and everything. And I just told him, where did you hear that news?
Yeah.
And he was like, TVA. And I'm like, you listen to every single words that TVA says? And he looks at me, he's like,
You know what's crazy? Somebody, we were doing our morning show and somebody commented like, oh, you guys are like fucking CNN. Why don't you do research about what you're saying? Because we were talking about some stats that we had seen on CTV News. So then I'm like, okay. So then yesterday, I sent him the screenshot. Yeah. Like, okay, we'll go to Stats Canada, get the stats. They're even more damning than what was initially portrayed. This guy who was supposed to be a conspiracy theorist, he ended up being right.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. You know what percentage of people like us are dying from the coronavirus?
0.
Less than zero, bro. Less than zero.
It's 0.000 something.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you know who got offed during this whole thing? People over 60 something. Yeah. Like if you count the whole total, but it was really people over 70. And how many? 98% were in 96.7% or something were in homes.
So out of all the deaths, 97.2. I had said 98.2. I made a mistake by 1%. Yeah. 97.2% of the deaths total in Canada have been in old folks' homes.
Yeah. So fuck off. So fuck. Shit. Yeah. So fuck off. Like tell the truth for once.
Yeah. So only 2.8% of the people that have actually died from the Ronas.
From the Ronas. Do you go to Home Depot? No, I go to Rona.
But you should still protect yourself. You should. I'm not telling you go out there start licking handrails. Protect yourself. What I'm saying is this whole let me call talk about my neighbor. Let me rat out my neighbor to the cops. Why? How is that? Clearly, we know now that your neighbor, as long as you don't go over, is not going to affect you. So fuck off.
We live in this snitch fucking
take care of yourself and fuck off, man.
No, that's that. And the problem.
Did you ever call on your neighbor? Did you ever say my neighbor's eating a lot of McDonald's? He's gonna have heart disease, and I don't want that next to me. No, you just watch what you ate.
Yeah, that's it.
So fuck off.
But me too. I'm my childhood was a bit fucking with street gangs and everything. So we never like everybody in the society you're rich, you're poor, middle class, you don't care. You have to do at least 1 year of street gangs and you learn not to snitch.
Yeah.
That's how, and if you die, you had to die. I'm sorry, bro. What do you want me to say?
I'm with you, but you know, the snitching part that bothers me is there's no, so I don't know, let's say right now, someone next door is having, I don't know, fucking weird drug parties with kids. Yeah. You're like, okay, I'm going to snitch to help these fucking kids, something like that.
Yeah.
But this is something that doesn't affect you. Like, oh, they have 4 people over for dinner. Oh, guess who's going to pay $4,000 in fines? What does it change? Why you just shut the fuck up?
That's nuts.
Who's not going to have Christmas gift for their fucking children?
And I know people are going to be like, oh, that's bad. Why are you telling people this and that? Shut the fuck up. I'm not saying do this, do that, but why are malls still open? So shut the fuck up. You're going to malls and then you complain that I'm telling you don't be a dick to your neighbors. You're going to malls. You're already doing it.
Yeah, and at the same time, just like stop taking our words for granted. Like we're comedians. We don't like our opinions. At the end of the day,
they're dumb.
They're dumb. Stop.
It's 3 idiots trying to rationalize a pandemic. Yeah. But you know, but people sometimes write to me like that. Like you're a news source. You do that. Like I'm a news source. Hold on a second. CNN gets caught lying for fucking years. Nothing. Everybody's still cool with it. And me, I'm trying my best here, but you don't like what I'm saying and I'm bad news. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, we're just trying to use our rationality. That's it. Like, we're not trying to, like, we have facts, but those facts, they're just trying to, like,
back up our feelings, our ideas.
Feelings.
So my feeling is that we fucked up initially and we did not take care of the people at risk, but we destroyed everything around them. We destroyed the economy. We destroyed our infrastructure. Everything. That's what I feel. The facts support what I'm saying. but it does not mean that you have to agree with me in, all right, let's start opening up. You don't have to agree with me, and I'm not going to get mad at you. However, then don't complain. Don't complain after. Don't complain if you lost your job. Don't complain if I can't get the right food. Don't complain after.
Yeah, I don't.
I personally think since I'm going to the grocery store, I see society in certain aspects still going around like normal.
Yeah.
So how about we continue that? We open up, but we make sure to take care of the people at risk.
Yeah,
and
100%.
we open up with, again, the same guidelines. Put your fucking mask on. I don't care. Put your fucking mask on, do all that stuff. But we slowly start opening up so people don't suffer.
But this is what we've been
crazy?
saying since the beginning.
Yeah. Well, in the beginning, because I believed everything I saw, I thought...
But
I mean,
you didn't believe. You were scared.
I was scared because I saw those videos from China where people were collapsing on the floor. You remember that shit?
No, I didn't see it.
No, in the beginning, the first videos we have, and I have a video of that, was from China, people in the subway falling in the train, and people freaking out, people with masks. It looked like a movie. So like the coronavirus, it's real, it's going to kill you. And I was like, holy shit. Dude, I was going everywhere with a mask. I remember the first month, all my groceries, I was fucking using Clorox on them. Dude, even fruits and vegetables, I was making sure.
I was cleaning
What kind of
everything.
poison I fucking swallowed? I was panicking so much. I was like, I'm not going to get that. I can't die. And then as it went on, 1 month, 2 months, then I started thinking, I go, something fucking doesn't make sense. Something's weird. And then now look at Florida, right? They've been open for however. Is everyone in Florida dead?
Florida and Texas.
Are they all dead?
They're good to go.
Like, come on, man. There's something.
But the problem is that the government, when you lie in the beginning, when you're like, you're with,
They committed to the bit. They lied.
That's the thing.
Now they're committed.
That's the problem, that they lied in the beginning, and because they said they knew what the fuck they were doing, and
They
now
didn't.
they didn't. So they're like, we can't stop. We're like at the next train station.
Yeah.
We have to go
Yeah,
further.
that's what I think
There's
too.
rails. There's
But I
no
don't think they
rails.
lied. I think they panicked like us. They didn't know. But it got so like for example, I don't think Cuomo in New York, I don't think he purposely wanted to kill all the old people. I think because he's a bit of a dummy, when they said, what do we do with the people who have COVID in hospitals? He's like, oh, fuck, put them in old folks' homes. There's people there to take care of them.
Yeah.
And then he ended up killing all the old people. So I don't think he did it on purpose. Like people are saying, oh, he wanted to get rid of the old people. I don't think so. I think he's so stupid.
Yeah.
He thought,
He got rid of the old people.
I'm going to take the strain off of the hospitals.
Yeah.
I'm going to put them. But most of the people in the hospitals that would have gotten it would have survived. That's what's happening. A lot of people are getting it. Even here in the mill, bro. It's an old guy. Remember when he got the Rona?
Yeah.
And everybody was panicking. The guy next door, the guy who's in charge like 2 months ago, whenever the fuck, he was gone for like a couple of weeks. He had to, and I thought he was like out of it or dead. He was like, no, I tested positive. I was at home. I had a bit of a cough. Like I had the flu. He goes, basically.
There's a comedian. French
My son
comedian.
got it too. He goes, and then like the flu, he goes, but I stayed in an extra 2 weeks just in case. He goes, and then this is an old guy, bro. Like, come on. Fucking Trump got it.
Yeah,
Trump
but
lives
bro,
off. But Trump lives off Big Macs.
Yeah, but still, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Trump had the premium roids, Spotify, fucking.
What about that? Remember that guy in England? What's his name? The guy in charge. The guy. What's the fucking? What is it, the Prime Minister of England?
Oh, the funny looking.
That guy who looks, the blonde, who looks kind of like
Yeah,
he looks
yeah.
Trump. He looks funny. He's a funny looking dude. He had it too.
I forgot. I had his name the other day.
He had it too.
He was like, everything was all right, mate. So next week took some sausage.
Trudeau's wife had it. Remember, Trudeau's wife got it.
Oh, yeah, it's
Idris
true.
Elba gave it to Trudeau's wife. Trudeau's wife came here, and somehow Trudeau didn't get it or whatever. Like,
Because Idris Elba fucked Trudeau's wife.
but she didn't fuck Trudeau.
Because he
No, she
wasn't
did fuck
wearing.
Trudeau.
Oh yeah.
But not like.
Not the same way.
Yeah.
But
He fucked him when he had the brown
She fucked
face.
him with the strap on.
I don't know. I'm just. I feel like the damage we're doing is going to be
Irreparable. Oh, this is
irreparable for a
terrible,
while.
yeah.
For a while, but we gotta still keep grinding.
What about the people that are killing themselves? What about the people whose marriages are
Yeah.
over? What are we gonna do with those?
They
What
had
about
to, they had to go.
they had to
bro.
go. They were
Had
weak.
to go, bro. What am I gonna say, bro?
What about the restaurants, the businesses that won't open?
You know, that's the thing that I don't like about the restaurant business that I heard in a podcast, Hyena Histories.
History
with
Hyenas.
History Hyenas with Chris DeStefano and Yanis Papas.
Yanis Papas.
Yes. They said that. What's that? I love when Yanis Papa does yes. I just love it. But anyways, they told that.
He's a comedian from New York, Greekster.
No, but
He's
he's
amazing.
making me laugh. That's why. The way.
But
Look at Yanis do it. It'll make you laugh
He's
more.
amazing.
Yeah.
They were talking about restaurants. What they didn't like that the restaurant that were closed, it's because all those local restaurant that they're closing, people they still got to eat. They have to eat. They got to drink their coffee. So who's taking all those people? Starbucks,
Yeah.
fucking McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying. They're allowed to operate.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm just asking questions that I want everyone else to ask. If it was all shut down, dystopian future, because it's all dangerous, but you can't be like coffee At Vito's, dangerous, closed down. Coffee at McDonald's, yeah, that's cool, bro. It doesn't
It's
make
not-
any
doesn't make any
sense. It doesn't make any sense. And for you, it's not me asking questions that makes me a conspiracy theorist. It's you not asking questions that makes you an imbecile, right? That's what they say, no? Like, if you have some semblance of logic, you ask questions.
Yeah.
So if you're not asking questions, you're like, yeah, I accept it. Dude, if you accept everything the government tells you, then Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, which we know they didn't. JFK, there's one fucking bullet, killed 6 fucking people. Like, come on, man. You can't just listen to all that shit. You gotta ask questions, fuck.
Question everything.
Yeah.
But it's good to question, but like your rationale, like you have rationality. Some people, they're gonna ask question and then they're gonna go to the school and do a mass shooting. So like,
But
we have to be careful.
But yeah,
that-
What?
No, because what he's saying is some people, like for example, me, I'm asking questions and I'm like, still, take your precautions. Just realize some of this is excessively stupid.
Yes.
Other people, they're like, the government's trying to kill us. No, they take it to the extreme. We're gonna fucking start a fire.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're using the same rationale. They're questioning. The problem is instead of them being like, okay, they overreacted. Now they're kind of too far. So they're kind of stuck. So I'm just gonna try to live my life. There's not other people will be like, they did it on purpose. They try to kill us. They killed my grandmother on purpose, and they go crazy.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. They're asking questions.
Yeah.
Just that they're taking the results differently and they're going crazy.
They're going to an extreme.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying still be like Japan. Wear your fucking mask.
But it's a good lifestyle.
It's a good lifestyle to wear your mask. You don't have to see people.
I'm not against that. People spit. Jesus. Now we're wearing masks.
I've been getting more looks from girls with my mask on.
Yeah. Because they're like, how did you get in my apartment? And he's like, Lord, I'm wearing a mask. This is fine.
Oh, by the way, I went off on the Domino's pizza guy the other day.
Oh, why? He wasn't wearing a mask?
No, because only Domino's does this. They're fucking assholes. They call you up and they tell you to come down.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
But your job as a delivery driver
Yeah, to go up.
is to go up.
Yeah, I know.
And me, this boils my blood.
Yeah, because he goes, you have one
Because
job.
you have to.
Because you have one job.
Okay.
One job.
I thought because you had to spend some energy, you're like, fuck you.
no,
and
no,
you're-
no,
No, him,
It's not
it's the
that.
principle.
It's not that. So
I
then,
have high cholesterol. Don't do this to me.
so then the guy calls me and he goes, "You have to come down." I go, "No, I don't. You have to come up."
Yeah. It's, you're at work right now, bro.
Yeah, and he's like, "No," and then he goes, "What did he say? No parking." I go, "Park in front of the fire hydrant. Take it." He starts making excuses.
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh no! And then he starts going, "I'm afraid coronavirus." I go, "Bro, if you don't come up with my pizza right now, I swear to God, if I come down there, bro, I'm not paying for the pizza. I'm grabbing it out of your fucking hands." I go to him. So the guy go, okay. He rings the doorbell, comes up. So then, fine, because this was the second time they do this to me.
Same guy?
No, different guy.
Okay.
So I go, so I open the door, I grab the pizzas. Before I even pay, I go, let me ask you a fucking question. Don't you have one fucking job? I go, and then he starts going, bah, 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 bah. I go to him, look, I'm not going to yell at you, okay? I'm going to be calm in describing the situation.
I'm going to be calm.
I go, but why do I have to come down? Isn't your job to come up? He's like, no, but you told me after. Then he starts making excuses that because I told him he has to come up. I'm like, but that's literally your job description.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh no, starts making other excuses. So then I tell him, so then if you're afraid, tell him, ask me on the phone. Be like, look, I'm a little strapped for time. I'm freaking out. There's that, no parking. And this, that. And then if you ask me, can you please come down? Then I'll do the effort. So I go to him, you see, there's a way to ask. I go to him.
Yeah.
So this time, actually, instead of yelling, actually took the time to explain to him and be like, look, if next
Like
time
he was
ask,
your Pakistani son.
yeah, basically. And next time, ask. It would be my pleasure to come down and I'll still give a tip. I don't give a fuck. But don't tell me I have to come down. I go to him. And I went off on this whole thing.
I try my best to accommodate. I've been trying my best.
I don't mind. Yeah, I go always down. I go on at the end of the street. They're like, no, I could come to the door. I'm like, just leave it there. Just
Yeah.
shut up, bro. I feel bad because the guy is a doctor in his fucking country, and then he comes here, does the bike for Uber Eats. I'm like, there's no naan. Where's the fucking bread naan? You sharmuta.
Does he have
I'm
naan?
so sorry. Yeah, naan.
No, I try my best to accommodate. Even like I said, with all this same thing with the masks or whatever, the 2 meter, I'll ask people, I'll be like, you want, like, just so mentally they're calm.
Yeah.
I'm just asking people to start using their brain a bit, ask some fucking questions. I'm not telling you to go out there and go crazy. I'm just saying I don't think everything. Just in case people are trying to misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm saying there's certain stuff that are closed right now and other stuff that are open that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying.
It's because you bought actions for Amazon. That's why.
Oh yeah, exactly. I bought shares in Amazon, so
You're
everybody
like-
stay home.
Close the Carrefour Laval.
Close everything. I'm not. No, but I'm not. But here's my thing. Again, I'm not saying close Carrefour Laval. I'm saying
joking.
open fucking Jacob Ospian the deli. You know, let everything be open. Let them go in fucking with separators. How we had set it up in the summer.
Yeah.
Because you're allowing that in the mall already with thousands of people.
Yeah.
So why is a small restaurant the problem? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying close down. I'm not snitching on them. I'm saying since they're allowed, then let other people have their business too. That's what I'm saying.
It's because those restaurant business, if I'm not mistaken, the government did a deal with them that they're like, we're gonna lend you some money, but then you're gonna give it back. So that's why they're closing it. So like they're controlling everything.
Yeah, but how are you gonna give the money back if you're not open to make money? That's where they fuck you.
With the takeouts, and then everything's gonna be open. The government is like, hey, roll your business, but don't forget you owe us $40,000, baby.
Oh, so many. This is a
What
scam,
a
bro.
scumbag move.
I mean, and again, not coronavirus a scam. I'm saying the way the government is operating about these loans. No, it's for your own good. That's a scam.
Yeah.
Because people always misinterpret everything. They're like,
No, coronavirus. I think it exists.
it exists. We know it exists. 100% real. Yeah. It's just how we're handling it is not the best.
Yeah.
No, but it's because I think we thought it's gonna be like la peste noire.
That's what I thought. I thought it was the plague.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, because of those videos. Like
Because of those videos, I thought it was the plague. And then you see some people the way they act in society.
Yeah.
And I was like, we could use a plague though. We could use one. It might be the best way to go about things. Like when that lady was screaming today, was like, face the wall, face the wall. And I was like, yeah, we could use a plague.
But what if somebody coughed into the wall to avoid coughing into the general area of the elevator, and now she's facing the wall?
Well, she has a mask on.
No, but it keeps you from spreading the mask. Doesn't keep you from.
Yeah, it's a small percentage.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
crazy the checkpoints in the hospitals, how there's no, like in the beginning there was a lot of measures, now there is fuck all. Me, I go with my daughter sometimes to the hospital, we have to do some tests, and every time now I come in, they're just like, so did you cough this week? I'm like, no, you can go. I'm like,
They're tired, bro. They're fed up.
what? My fucking
Have you
daughter,
drank any Mexican beer, sir? No? All right, you're cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So do they know something we don't know? They're like, yeah, okay, just calm down. Just go.
Yeah.
Just go your fucking
Well,
operation.
there was that guy from the Jewish General, right? That doctor.
Oh, we talked about this on the podcast with Samson. Yeah, he's not. He's in charge. He's the general director, whatever the fuck, of the Jewish. They got mad at him at the news.
Yeah.
Because he's like, statistically, this isn't worse than the regular flu, like this and that. And they got fucking pissed. And he's like, I'm not telling you not to take precautions. I'm there in the front line. I'm just giving you the stats. This is like the reality. Statistically, this is what's happening. Yeah. Why are you mad at me? Why do you want me to bullshit, basically, and be like, it's the plague? He goes, I'm just telling you what's really happening.
Yeah, big time.
And they got mad at him. They're like, this guy is, he's making people, I don't know, question the lockdown rules or whatever. He's like, I didn't question anything. I just said statistically, we had more people dying from the flu.
He just stated the facts.
Yeah.
But even the doctors, I saw some videos on YouTube, and even like they don't know what they're like. We don't even know if like we're 100% right. Like,
yeah,
we don't fucking like. I have one of my friends. He went to the doctor because he had something on his back. The doctor said, this is the prescription. It's the only good medicine for that thing. It didn't work. He went for another doctor, and the doctor gave him another prescription, and he said, this is the only medicine.
And there were different things.
And there were different things. It was crazy. And my friend was like, the doctors, they it's because even
they're human beings, bro. Everyone, they're human
first, they're
beings.
human beings, and first they have numbers on their head. Like the pharmaceutical companies, they're like, bro, it's money. What do you want?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's all about the cash.
It's all about the cash.
We're gonna piss so many people off with this episode. They're gonna be like, these motherfuckers.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Look, man. If you, what do you want me to tell you?
Are you going to go see your family for Christmas, or you think you're going to be alone with your girlfriend?
Well, I don't want people to call the cops on me, so that's.
Oh yeah.
That's,
you're that. Yeah. Okay. Me, I think I'm gonna. Fuck.
No, I'm gonna say. I'm saying I wouldn't say it on the podcast, so people don't call the cops. on me.
I'm not gonna go.
No, my mom for sure. I'm not gonna leave her alone, bro. I'm gonna leave my mom alone for Christmas.
Yeah.
The right thing to do is to leave your mother alone. The right thing for you to do is leave my mother alone.
Yeah.
Like,
big time. Like loneliness is the worst disease.
Yeah.
Oh shit! At the same time, both of you were like,
no. Human beings, you need that.
it came inside.
I'm not telling you to go have a party.
No.
But you're gonna leave your old relatives, your old uncle, your mother. You're gonna leave them alone. Are you fucking insane?
You know which mentality I love? My grandmother.
Hold on a second. we're gonna leave them. This is what bothers me. Yeah, I mean, I'm a good person. My mom's gonna have to eat alone this year because like I care about people around me. That's why I spent 3 hours at the mall the other day to get the perfect gift. Shut the fuck up. You already broke the rules to get yourself a fucking watch or a tablet or whatever stupid shit you're getting, but you're gonna leave the old person alone. Shut the fuck up with your fake valor. Get out of here.
Me, it's my grandmother that I love throughout this whole pandemic. She left January 2020 in El Salvador, and she goes for 5 months and she comes back. But what happened in March, she had to stay there. She came back in like, I think the 1st or the 2nd of November. So she did fucking almost 8 months. And when she came here, no mask, no fucking nothing.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Hilarious. When she went to the border, they were asking my grandmother, they were like, so did they ask you something for the border? See, they were asking me if I had food in my maleta. And I had a lot of food, but I look at the border guy and I said, aquí. That's the first thing. And when I went to see her, I was wearing my mask because it's in old
folks home.
Yeah, old folks home. So I went inside, put the mask and everything. When I come inside of my grandmother's house, she's like, quita la máscara. Take off the fucking mask. I'm like, no, I can't, mommy. It's not, the laws even. You don't fucking know. You were in the airport chilling. Fucking,
yeah, you're going to kill me.
You don't know. She's 99 years old. And she tells me in Spanish, maricón. And that's faggot.
I love your grandmother.
Bro, I was laughing my ass off. But I had to keep the mask because I have a small daughter and she was premature.
So you're scared.
She had lungs problems. So I was like, I'm not gonna take any chances.
Are you crazy? Yeah, that's not that's the thing that is the most dangerous because that's where it hits you, right?
Yeah. So I was like, but she understood when I was talking about my daughter. She's like, okay, but just remember, sos un maricón, okay?
Just remember you're a faggot.
Yeah, just remember you're a faggot.
That's amazing.
I love it. My grandmother, she's homophobic, she's racist, but she's 99 years old. I'm like, all my family, they're like, why is she saying that? Why is she being so racist? I'm like, she lived the 2 world war.
Yeah.
Let her be what she wants to be.
Yeah, it's not going to go on for much longer anyway.
She's not going to put that shit on Facebook. Let her be racist, please. Jesus Christ. She's happy.
Yeah, she's alone.
But she's a good racist. Her neighbor is Asian. And like 3 years ago, she was always going to his house to put water on the flowers on his balcony. And I was like, why don't you let him? And she told me, por los ojos. I'm like, what, los ojos? Because of the sun, he's not going to see the plants, so I do it for him.
Oh, he has like problems with his eyes.
No, it's just because he's Asian. I'm like, that's this, mommy, no. No, it's horrible.
He's squinting too much. I'm helping.
The best, the top one thing racist, the top one racist thing my grandmother said, my sister, like, I think like 7 years ago, she was, how do you say fréquenter?
You're going out?
Yeah, dating. She was going out with a Haitian.
A Haitian.
A Haitian guy. And nobody knew in the family. My sister wanted to keep that hidden. She only told me and my grandmother. When in the summer, when I got at my grandmother's house, right away, my grandmother, she's like, Ma'am, Jaquito, La Pamelita, she's going out with a negro. But negro, it's black. It's not the...
Yeah, no, I know. It's not the N-word. I know.
She's like, she's going out with a negro. I'm like, Mommy, you don't say that. You say like Jamaican, Congolese.
You say where they're from.
You say where they're fucking from. And she told me, you're right. And you know what? No estaba negro. He was more like caramel. And I was like, so you saw him. And then she told me, but she's giggling. She told me, I saw him, but it was late at night, so I didn't see him clearly, I was like, no, that's enough.
That's enough. That's enough out of you, Grandma.
Mommy, it's enough.
Where did she see him?
That's amazing.
Huh?
Where did she see him?
It's because my sister, she was going to see my grandmother.
Oh,
with
so he
the
dropped
boyfriend.
her. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, or he came. My grandmother, like, she's racist, she hates Greeks.
Why Greeks?
What?
Her
What did we do to
neighbor,
her?
her neighbor is Greek.
So that's why.
She loves her. No, she loves her.
So where did she develop a hate for Greeks?
She hates everybody. She hates Arab. My dad is Lebanese. When she sees him, he loves him. And I'm like, but you said those fucking Árabes de mierda. And I'm but so she's like,
she's like, look, I'm old school. Everyone could go fuck themselves.
Yeah, she's like, she's racist, but like she knows it's to be funny, and she is funny.
Yeah.
But in front of people, she's loving and caring. So what, you're gonna cancel her? Like, shut up.
Yeah, cancel her from the old. Just take her off life support. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Cancel. Cancel. Who's getting canceled now? What's the latest on canceling?
Who's on notice?
Well, there's that Johnny Depp thing still going on with that fucking bitch.
Yeah, they try to cancel Johnny Depp, eh?
Yeah.
Even Brian Callen. Did you see Brian Callen?
Yeah, I felt bad for Brian Callen.
Yeah, but he didn't stop. He has his own podcast with his Patreon.
Yeah.
His Patreon, he has like 5,000 followers, 5,000 Patreon. He's good to he started back from scratch.
Yeah.
But he's going back
Yeah,
up.
you have to kind of continue. If you're not like a murderer, rapist, if you haven't done anything bad, like that, continue. You know what I mean? Because people are going to support you. Obviously, if you're a fucking murderer, rapist, you're not going to get support. But if you're not a piece of garbage, you're going to get support. You're going to keep moving.
There's going to be a downfall. You're going to go from scratch. You're going to start everything. But you have to put your ego on the side. And that's the hardest thing for an artist, even for a human.
Any human, you have to put your ego aside. But me, I feel bad for regular people that get canceled because they don't have a voice. So let's say
like an electrician.
Yeah, like imagine an electrician right now. I don't know, something happens. He posts something on Facebook, and then he loses his business because people are like, "Fuck this guy, he's a racist." And he has no outlet to be like, "No, that's not what I meant." He has no outlet. So whatever you say about him is the truth in the area.
It's crazy.
And then they get fucked. It's regular people getting fucked on LinkedIn or whatever. That's what I feel bad for because they have no way of rectifying the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that chick. Was it a chick or a guy from Africa? She went on a flight. And
that's a goddamn! You keep bringing up the same thing every time. Like it feels like a fucking radio. Every time we talk about like cancel culture, it's the same fucking story that he brings up that he still doesn't understand fully, and is the wrong one to bring up. That's an older story. That woman. Okay. And that's a whole. It doesn't even relate to what I just said. That was not a regular person.
But like the cancel culture, what's the only thing that pisses me off? Like it's okay. Like you wanna do an article, everything. It's fine. Like liberté d'expression. How do you say in English?
Freedom of speech, freedom of expression.
Freedom of expression. Like it's okay, but that the only thing that I feel bad, it's all the comedians now that they're trying to be so clean or the artists, everything. And I'm like, you're not, that's like art. You have to push the
boundaries.
edge. You have to push the boundaries. And when you're crossing the line, that's when you back it up.
Yeah.
As long as you like,
or you keep fucking going, bro. Depends on how much you want to push. Yeah.
How much you want to push, but at the same time, you're like, okay, I'm gonna back down just to like rethink what I said, what I did, what's the context, everything, and then I'm gonna push it back more. But like now, it pisses me off when I hear a podcast and I love the comedian, but I hear, hey, I'm joking, you know, I'm fucking joking. I'm like, we know.
Oh no!
You are a comedian.
No. You know, I know. You have no idea that, dude. I told you, people write to me as if they're mad at me because my news wasn't what they wanted to hear because I'm a news source apparently.
That's
what I'm telling you. It's not you do the same mistake I do. I assume that people think the same way I do, so I let shit slide. You know, I continue. A lot of people are low IQ. A lot of people don't understand. They can't separate art from. They can't do anything. They can't even podcast, which thousands of hours are being listened to. People don't understand that podcast is the equivalent of you and your friends talking, but broadcasted. That's what it is.
It's a hit and miss.
Yeah, it's a hit and miss because there's people having conversations.
Yeah,
that's what it. They're like, I heard on a podcast. They might, like if this guy starts talking about, I don't know, fucking murder or video games or whatever, any topic, they assume that because he's saying it into a microphone, he's the expert on that thing. But he was never presented as an expert. He's presented as local buffoon says this. But they're still going to be like, but local buffoon with his PhD said that this is the best game or what. It's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's totally
stop depending on other people.
It's very
do your own research. Yeah.
You know what's nice? It's like that's what I like about the History Hyenas. They have subjects that they don't know what the fuck they're saying. They did a research
and they fuck around and talk about it.
They fuck around and I get into like they were talking about Gandhi, and I was so interested.
Yeah.
I went to buy a book.
Yeah,
like
do your own research.
Their job was to make me laugh and make me think. My job is to go do my research. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Apparently, Gandhi was a real piece of shit.
Yeah, he was a good pedophile.
Was he a pedophile?
Big time.
I didn't know that.
He did a lot of
banging kids.
He wrote 2 letters. And those 2 letters, he said that
they were all lowercase.
They were all minors. The two letters was that when he was doing like it's like a jeûne. Jeûner, you know, when you're like not eating,
fasting,
but like even the spiritual fasting. So he's out of the city. He's in a monastery.
He's like, I'm fasting, but I can still bang kids though, right?
He was like, he had to sleep in places that there's no chauffage,
no heating.
No heating. Fuck, I'm so I suck. There's no heating, so he wanted to. Il y avait pas des. He didn't have the.
Clothes? Blankets.
He wanted people to like with warmth.
Their body heat.
Yeah, body heat. But he wanted people pure.
So sexy young kids.
He was getting like 12, 13 years old girls, and he woke up 2 times, ejaculate, going all the way, score on them.
He would get up, jerk off on these kids.
No. He would woke up, wet dream, and then he was like, "Oh, no, I'm so sorry."
What?
Bro, what the fuck?
Or even he
cancel
wanted to,
Gandhi.
Or bro,
where's the outrage on this, bro?
and the other thing was he wanted to you know when you wanna like when you wanna stop weed, but like instead of just getting rid of the weed, you leave it in your desk and you're like resisting.
Okay.
He was doing that with kids in front of him, naked, trying to resist, and I was like, but you're traumatizing the kid right now. He's like, the kid is 6 years old, naked with other naked kids.
Gandhi's jerking off in front of him?
No, he's like resisting. And the kid's like, why is this old fucking Christmas Papa Noel guy in front of me? And why is this kid like next to me with a bigger dick? I'm not feeling good. This is not right. Yeah, he was crazy.
What? I didn't know any of that stuff, and I heard recently it was a piece of shit, but I didn't know any of that, and that makes me confirm my belief in him being a piece of garbage.
I think people like him, and that's that's me. That's.
But hold on, this is what I'm gonna say, man, because this is a different era. All right, is he really the bad guy, or are people that question masks or make funny jokes, are they the real culprit? I think the real bad guys in history are gonna be remembered as the comics that just went too far.
I think so too.
Evil.
Very, very, very evil.
It's funny. We'll draw the line, huh? Yeah, this guy's out there banging kids. Jesus Christ, come on, guys.
Yeah, but he got a. The thing is that's how I see it. Is that I think people they want to put that on the aside.
One sec. This has been bugging me. Can you fix your mic? I don't know why you keep doing that. You keep covering your face with your mic. Like, look.
Oh.
We had literally paid for adjustments so that. Look, no, because you could put it. You see this?
Cats.
Yeah.
See this right here? I don't know why you see right here?
Yeah.
It can't be this dense. No, you could loosen it up.
Yeah.
And then it could come up. So the mic could go down. You see the arm could go down, but the mic comes up to you. So that it comes from under you. We've been through this many times. It's just...
You got to understand. You're not going down. You got to go up, okay? Like the delivery guy.
That's because I'm always
we
used
literally
to going
paid
down.
for the extra pieces so that he can do this, and he would never...
It's a whole new world. Wow.
A whole new world where fucking saints rape kids.
He's been like this the whole time. Yeah, guys, welcome to the show.
So I told the guy at the Domino's, you gotta
Something
go
comical
up.
about it.
Because I was looking to my left, and then I realized, like, well, let me look at the camera, see if it's seen. And that's all it is. The camera is just a thing in his face like this. Yeah, bro, what's the deal with masks?
That's why he's stubborn. He's like, I'm not going down. You're going up.
Yeah.
No, it's up. Go fucking down, pendejo.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I'm some kind of faggot going down, bro?
I'm going downtown for the pupusas.
Interesting. He's a weird human being.
I am very strange.
In history, I've been looking at, like, because we were talking 2 drink minimum. We talked a lot about, like, World War II, Hitler, and a lot of stuff. I always felt like, I know everything. I know everything about that. Bro, there's so much I didn't know in things that I thought I knew. So, for example, there's a battle that I thought, okay, I understand from A to Z. And then I find out new information, and I'm like, get the fuck out. I can't believe that happened. Like, me and him have been going deep now. Well, I've been sharing information with him about, like, the occult stuff of the Nazis.
What does it mean?
Occult is like demons, worship,
spirit,
like spiritual
black
shit.
Magic.
Bro, they were so into that shit. It's mind-boggling. It's like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Because it's like, my God, these are all the pieces of a Disney villain.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta take over the world, but first let me pray to the Dark Lord. And then you're like, what the fuck? How did no one around him ask questions? He would stop. He'd be like, we can't fight on this day because my astrologer told me that the moon is on this stuff, and we're not gonna let these demons get us. Like crazy shit like that. And people would go with it. They'd be like, that makes sense.
But they went fucking far, man.
Oh, they went far. They tried to take over the world. Yeah.
But you know,
They went far
I'm
two
not su-
times.
You know who else did it recently? Recently in our time, remember Tony Blair? He was in charge of No, Tony Blair was I guess the Prime Minister of England.
Okay.
For during the Iraq War that time when Bush was in power, he was in power over there. He had his own astrologer too, and he would make decisions based on what they would tell him.
But at the same time, I'm like people are putting the image like Satan and everything. It's me. I'm not religious. I'm agnostic, so I'm like I don't care. Like fucking, it's just, bro. It's a nice universe.
But my argument isn't to believe in one or the other. My argument is that whether you believe it or not, right? Because we joke around a lot that we don't believe in anything. But whether you believe in it or not, the problem is that these guys do.
Yeah.
And they pick the shitty side. That's what shocks me. Is they believe in it and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be with the devil though. That's what always confuses me. I go, whether you believe it or not, these guys were given a choice and they're like, you know what? Dark Lord, come save me. That's what always confuses me. I'm like, wait a second, why would that's insane to me? But the fact that you believe this hardcore is already a problem, but the fact that that's the side you chose.
Because it's a reflection of their character.
Yeah,
that's how I see it.
Yeah, I was like, bro, they're like, it would be weird that they're like fucking Hitler. He killed all those people. And he's like, I'm with the Pope.
Yeah, he's like, he was.
It would be weird.
He's like, I love Jesus.
Yeah,
I did it for him. They're like, Jesus was a Jew. Who in the what now?
And you are too.
Yeah, he's like,
no.
He's gonna be pissed. He's like, oh, Mein Kampf. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. I don't think he killed himself.
I don't think so.
I think he escaped.
I think he escaped also.
Too much of a pussy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's still alive?
No. He's dead now. He's old, but
cool.
he was like the way they try to define him. Like he's this powerful leader. This and that. All the details around him show that he was a very insecure, bit of a bitch. You know, he was a good public speaker, was a bit of a bitch. I don't think he had the balls to shoot himself. I think this guy fucking weaseled his way out, went to Argentina with the rest of them.
Yeah, and that guy, every time he was doing a speech, like fucking 4 nights before, he was practicing in his mirror because he had no confidence.
Yeah, he was super dude. This guy, they try, you know, like I guess fucking white supremacists like to build him up, and they're like, this guy was hardcore. He was a bitch, dude. He was nervous about all kinds of shit. Yeah.
Him in the coronavirus right now, he's like, everyone wear masks.
Yeah, he'd be like that. Yeah.
Yeah, in the grocery store, clean the broccolis and the cauliflowers.
But again, it's not the masks that I'm questioning. I'm not questioning the masks. I'm questioning the fact that like store A is open, store B is closed. They sell the same thing. One is actually taking measures and you close that one, like the restaurants, like let's say the bordel. They put money into it to put all the plexiglass. Everyone was separated.
So much money.
Dude, there was more measures taken at the bordel than any of the malls that I go to. Remember the bordel? You couldn't. You had to stay in your section. They got to wait if you want to stand up, go to the bathroom. They check it. Like, dude, that's not what's happening in the mall. The mall, it's anarchy.
It's free for all.
It's anarchy.
It's WWE.
Bro, the mall is one step away from creating human centipedes, bro.
Yeah, I went to Place Versailles the last weekend and I saw kids like dragged on the floor. Like just and the parents are just like what? Like,
but you know what's crazy? Those same people go home and react the way.
Yeah, they call their neighbors. They're like, my fucking neighbor's got his grandparents over. Arrest him, sir. Wasn't your son licking handrails at Place Versailles? Yeah, and it's a free country.
It's a kid.
Yeah, so that's what kids do.
Do you remember when they were saying you're only allowed to go out for a jog once a day? Or a walk? Do you remember that shit? And people were calling and snitching for people who would...
People were calling on their neighbors here to snitch that they were walking too much, that they were in the beginning. You remember the beginning snitches? The initial snitches were the best snitches because they were the worst snitches. They were snitching on walks at night. They were snitching on people hanging out at their patio without, like in front of their house without masks, like their own property, like all kinds of stupid shit. They just wanted to feel like they're contributing. Yeah.
Oh no, me seriously, I didn't saw one conference. Not even one.
What do you mean conference?
Les conférences.
Oh, the press conferences. Yeah, you don't watch that shit. Yeah. In the beginning, I would watch them. I wanted to know
in the beginning.
I was so scared.
I was living in denial. Fucking since the beginning, I was like, okay, it's there, it's cold, but I'm not listening to it. I'm not affected.
Well, I remember one of the first shows I did when I came back was with you. Remember we went up to the poutine bar?
Yeah.
And there was people there. Remember people were nervous. You're walking around like, do I wear a mask? Do I don't not? And then
But everyone was wearing masks.
yeah, and we took them off to talk, and we took them off to go on stage.
Everyone was outside.
Everyone was outside.
I was cleaning every time the mic.
We did the best we could.
Yeah.
Did anyone die?
And nobody got
sick.
Nobody.
Yeah.
We had to write. We're gonna write the name, everything. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Just keep the fucking shows, bro. There's some people that came like last year. People that were coming to me like they were telling me like, since I come to the 450 Comedy Club, I don't want to hang myself. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I was living in a dark world, and now there's comedy. I'm feeling good. I want to live my life, and I'm like, now it's closed. I don't know what's happening. You don't know.
November was the month that I got the most messages from people on Instagram, Facebook, Discord, all that, telling me that they were having a shitty time and they discovered the podcast and they're having fun and we're keeping them company, and that the lockdown's just, it's too much, working from home and just not seeing anyone. And they're like, thanks for the podcast. November was almost, some days I wouldn't get anything, but almost daily on one of the platforms I would get private messages. And I was like, holy fucking shit. We're killing people basically. We're locking them in, and we're destroying people mentally.
But that's what I like about our job. Don't take us seriously.
Yeah,
just have a good time.
Yeah, we'll give you our opinions. Maybe you agree, you disagree. It distracts you a bit.
Even at the
but I'm gonna tell you what I believe. That's the one thing. As opposed to the news, as opposed to the government, I'm gonna tell you what I believe. Whether you agree with it, whether it's right or wrong, I'll tell you at least what I believe, so you're getting my honest point of view.
And maybe next week you're not gonna believe it. Next week you're gonna be like, "Hey, I changed the opinion.
I'm never wearing a mask again." You don't know, but it's not gonna happen. It won't. My opinion changes, but not drastically enough for me next week to tell you, "All right, listen, start snitching." I don't believe in that shit.
Yeah. No. You're never gonna go to that side. But I'm saying I still know people that they're cleaning their fruits and vegetables.
I still clean them. I just don't. I don't. I always clean my fruits and vegetables. I mean, I don't use Clorox anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not like
no, just with water.
Yeah, that's it. I always did that. But I'm saying in the beginning, fucking Windex, everything, bro.
Everything. My dog, bro. I was putting rubbing alcohol on my dog, bro, every time she's coming in.
Jesus Christ.
I'd be like, you're not going to get sick, baby. Don't worry.
And she's fucking dying from inside.
It's just staring at me. Like, what are you doing, you retard? I didn't know. I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I tried my best.
Nobody did.
Nobody did. Yeah.
Nobody did.
No.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we got good news coming up, though. This year is almost over.
Hey.
Nobody cares. Nobody believes that the year's over.
Yeah.
There's something's gonna come
before the end of the year.
Yeah, fuck. I thought it was done. Maradona died. I'm like, pa, come mierda.
Yeah.
Are you serious? That guy lived his whole life doing cocaine, running and scoring, shooting and scoring, baby. And now he dies. I'm like, no, bro. 60 years old. He was living the dream, and it was like, yeah, he was taking too much cocaine. Shut up.
He had a life. Let him die the way he wants to die, like a hero, doing cocaine and banging broads.
Yeah.
But he, you know what I think is gonna happen now? This is how I think they're gonna ruin Christmas. This is how they're gonna ruin Christmas for the whole world. All they're gonna do is, all the politicians now that are announcing we have to cancel Christmas, whatever, people are complaining. They're gonna go on the news one day so everyone can see it. So even the little kids are gonna see it. And they're gonna be like, listen, there is no Santa Claus, kids. And then just ruin Christmas for an entire generation forever. It's done. It's done.
There's no Santa Claus. There's no the North Pole. But you know what there is? Coronavirus.
Yeah. So they're gonna say that. The kids are gonna start panicking. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing? You ruined my Christmas." And you're like, "That's right. Now you don't have to go to your family member. Just stay home and take care of your crying child." Yeah, Santa's not real. Your parents made it up, but you know what is real?
And you're adopted.
Yeah, something like, you're all adopted. Try to find your birth parents. That's all they have to do is on the news and say Santa's not real, and they fucking ruin Christmas. That's what they're doing, basically.
Yeah. The government is the Grinch.
Yeah, the government's the Grinch right now.
Yeah.
I don't I understand. Don't get 50 people. Grinch. But yeah, the fat Grinch. Don't get 50 people. Okay, but dude, you're not gonna visit your grandma. You're not gonna let your parents go. Like, what the fuck? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. But go to the mall though. That's cool.
Yeah.
But same thing in another location. That's dangerous. Yeah. It doesn't. It's completely illogical to me. Maybe I'm seeing it the wrong way. Maybe I'm just cynical. Maybe I just see it in a negative light. I don't know. But to me, it doesn't make sense. One and not the other.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
That doesn't help me.
Because I'm.
have to disagree.
I'm. What was the word? Mentally
retarded.
deficient.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yo, I love your videos, bro.
Thanks,
Yeah,
bro.
you've been doing good videos.
I know I say this all the time,
Yeah.
but fuck, I love them.
Yeah, they're
Yours and Emil's, bro.
where we're pushing the agenda a lot.
I love it. But that's why I love them.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're pushing it.
Yeah, I like it. The next week that it's gonna come, we want to do it because we have like goals and challenges, and we did 1 week, 5 videos, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I
a
do
video.
remember days where it was a new video every day, and I was like, these motherfuckers.
We didn't stop, and we're doing it. We're gonna try to do another streak, but like, there's one video where like we're going to hell.
Which one was it?
Oh, the Black Friday was the worst.
I didn't see a Black Friday
I
video.
didn't see a Black Friday.
Go see the Black Friday video. It's hilarious. We're like, we had the idea.
Oh,
that-
you're talking about of the sales, the deals.
yeah, with the deals.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Okay, I didn't know it was Black Friday. Of course, I saw that. Yeah.
But at the end, with the status of the coronavirus, we're like, look at the actions. They're going up. It's amazing. This one was doing good. And the quota with the anti-Semitic boss.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I love this one was my favorite because we didn't know how to end it. Because in the beginning, it was like I was doing the Latino accent to get the job. And at the end, the punch out was that I get the job. And we're like, but there's missing something. There's missing something. And then I don't know which one. I think it's him or it's me. We said, you know what would be funnier is that I think that the boss is racist with Latinos, but he's not. He's worse than racist. He's anti-Semitic. So he's like, he's not racist against Latinos. He's racist against Jews. And my first name was Jacob. So it was like a mix of that.
Oh, that's how it happened. Okay.
Yeah, so at the end, that's why Emile is like, quoi? Moi, hispanophobe? Il dit non. Si tu veux m'appeler pour les bons noms, dis les vraies choses. Je suis antisémite. And then you see Mel Gibson. You see Brad Pitt with his blonde hair, blue eyes. We see Kevin Hart, and I'm like, Kevin's racist? And he's like, no, I'm just a huge fan.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I thought you were Jewish because your name is Jacob. And I'm like, no, but my last name is Echeverria. I'm Latino. He's like, fuck, we're missing a Latino to fill the
quota. Yeah.
It's like, you want to get the job? I'm like, yeah. But people don't see it. There's the big flag of Germany.
I saw it right away.
But on the side, a small side, there's the Nazi.
The swastika.
No way.
The Nazi
That's
side,
funny.
the Nazi flag, bro. It's hilarious.
It's a good. They're good sketches.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while. We only made one recently, but we were talking for a while to do more because we have so much more free time.
Yeah.
And we have this whole location. So there's some sketches that we're going to pull out too. Actually, I wanted to call you and Emil too so we could do something, all of us, because
We already talked to
we have
Emil
a
and-
cast.
yeah. We all even Emil and I, we already talked like we had ideas that we could do the 4 of us. We have time.
Something else happening.
Nothing except shopping at the mall with Robin Sparkles. How I Met Your Mother. I fucked her.
That's how you met her or when you met her?
Both.
How's the podcast going? Sans commentaire.
It's doing very good. We're at the 30 episode.
Oh, fuck. Very good.
It's very good. It's very organic. Following on YouTube, it's going good. Spotify is doing good. We're not missing. I was always scared to miss ideas.
No. You're not going to.
Never.
Because, like, even me and him, we do Pantelis live every week.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, it's just you and Poseidon. You're going to run out of ideas or whatever. Because there's no real ideas. It's all talk.
It's just, yeah.
The time when I miss ideas, the only time it could happen is if I have someone, like, let's say a guest, an interview.
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot about, like, I can't, there's nowhere to go with it. You know what I mean? That blocks. Like, let's say, I don't know, you're a fucking CEO of something.
Yeah.
And I run out of questions about your company and you're giving me nothing. You're just closed off. You're like, yes, no. Then I could run out. But if it's just with your friends shooting the shit,
Yeah.
anything's a topic.
Anything's a top. Yeah, and you get to know the person. Like, hey, I saw your videos. You're doing a lot of videos with guitar. Do you like doing the guitar?
Yeah.
And then it fucking goes.
It goes
talks
somewhere
about
else.
music. Talks about anything. Yeah. So the podcast is doing super good. What I like it's like it's the first time because before the pandemic I was always posting things on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, but people were liking, but I had no shares. I had no comments.
It's hard to get engagement. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now with the fucking podcast, people that I don't know, they bring me like screenshots. They're like, bro, I love this week. You were talking about this. You were talking about that. I'm like, it's the first time that I'm like, oh shit, I'm really talking to the
people. Yeah.
people. And so it's very nice. Now we're trying to work out having people
Live?
not live,
guests.
but guests.
Oh yeah, bring guests.
Yeah, we're trying. It's just it's more the technology that we're like we're missing a little bit of cash. I'm like, go, give us more PC, you fucking son
What do you
of
mean,
a
like for
bitch.
Skype and stuff?
No, we want people. We don't want Skype.
Yeah,
No,
Skype is very all my interviews I do with Skype. It's always very very difficult because there's a delay.
Yeah, no.
They're different.
No. And our vibe, it's not the same vibe. Like it's more like this.
Yeah,
It's
just shooting the shit.
Just shooting the shit. So like, it's not like an interview. It's not like, so last week you did this and you did that. It's very nice. No, us, it's like, yo, this week my grandmother did this. What do you think about your grandparents? And then it flies. So we're gonna try. We're like working on this. Those. I say technology like I'm 79 years
Oh, like
old.
equipment? You mean?
Yeah, equipment. I always say technology. I'm so.
What are you guys missing? Mics and stuff.
Yeah, but now we have it. Now we just have to plug in and everything and make sure that
It works.
It works.
You're gonna be good. This guy, he's had the best week ever this week because he saw that another man in the world was in love with a sex doll. Because he found out about that guy in Kazakhstan. You heard about that bodybuilder in Kazakhstan?
That fucks sex dolls.
You didn't see that? He married a sex doll. You didn't see that? He married a sex doll.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah, in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he's a bodybuilder. Yeah, that's what happens, bro. Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. The lockdown affects us all differently.
She never says no, and I don't have to show the bicep. She doesn't talk that
Yeah.
fucking speak.
That's what happens. Yeah, he got it. She has like pink hair, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a sex doll, and there's photos of him on boats with her.
What's her name?
I don't know. It's a Kazakh woman. She has no name in that
Her
family.
name is Vaselina because
Okay,
that's
I
her
don't know.
perfume.
I don't know why I remember her name.
She has a name.
Margot.
Oh yeah, Margot.
Yeah. I don't know why I remember it.
He used to date her.
we used to
yes.
be a thing.
They used to be an item.
I don't want to brag or nothing, but
Yeah,
like
but she would never. He was upset because she would never compliment
You
him.
know,
She wouldn't say much.
She used to DM, and then when she met fucking
The bodybuilder. What's
Yeah.
his name? What's the bodybuilder's name? I'm gonna call him Igor for the sake of this. But whatever the fuck,
I
Igor.
forgot, actually,
But the
yeah.
guy's jacked, bro. The guy's like a real bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And he had an actual wedding. People showed up. Like he
Yeah.
had a wedding with the sex doll.
Imagine other people, they have sex doll. That would be funny.
Oh, if that they
She
all
has-
came with sex dolls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with sex doll, and they're like they have a toast, the sex doll, and just for 5 minutes, absolutely nothing, and then it moving, you just hear,
Wait, what?
it's like okay, nice.
It's so. I'm not like bang whatever you want.
Yeah, obviously.
Me, the confusing part is the marriage. That's what confuses me. It's not him banging the doll.
No,
Well, it's because there's
I mean, banging the doll kind of confuses me a little bit too.
because he doesn't
the
need
same thing-
consent,
and
so I get him.
What do you mean? wait,
It was
what
a
did you say?
joke. It was a joke.
that went like that, but it went like
Yeah,
that.
it just,
I get-
it
that one
just
didn't
landed
go
flat.
over.
Me, I think he just didn't have the budget to get
A real woman?
a real woman or a nice AI like Shani, Samantha, a nice robot.
Yeah, this one's low budget.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, this one's low budget. Yeah,
The mouth, it's not even like that. It's like this.
yeah, it's low.
It's the form. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. It's not super deformed the face, but it doesn't look. It won't confuse. It's not like those sex dolls they have in Japan that, unless you know it's a robot, like sitting there, you think it's a woman sitting there. It's
Yeah.
not like that. This one, you know, it's a sex doll.
yeah.
It's not confusing anyone.
Even on Instagram, there's like in I don't know if it's in China or it's somewhere in Asia. They have robot influencers. How do you
Robot
say
influencers.
Yeah,
Instagram. They have robot influencers.
yeah, on Instagram. It's not real people, and it's crazy. People are buying stuff, but it's not a real person.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Bro, that's fucking weird. So sometimes if you're jerking off to a girl and you think she's somebody, she's nobody.
There's I was telling him the other day because
Her
there's
name is Samsung.
one of these Instagram models.
Yeah.
One of them had posted, and she has like many photos, so you see what she looks like. But she had posted a video of her like talking to herself in the mirror or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But she had no makeup on.
Okay.
I swear to God, it looked like a different person,
Oh god.
like a complete different person. And then it made me laugh because I was like, "Fuck, someone is gonna marry her. Someone's gonna." And a year and a half later, when he see it, be like, "Who the fuck are you?" It looked like a completely different person. Everything,
Just one night stand.
the lips
Yeah.
were a different place because it's all with makeup. Everything was completely different. It looked like a completely different person. I was like,
damn.
"Fuck, that is
Imagine
interesting."
you wake up in the morning.
It's a
and
different
you're
person.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You're Indian.
No,
I thought
no,
you
for
were French. What
no,
happened?
no,
You
dude.
changed color. You changed shape. What happened?
They do magic. I'm not talking about getting rid of a zit. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it's a different face.
It's a different. It's
God
crazy.
damn.
Yeah.
But I don't like.
That's impressive though.
That's
That's what I wanted to say. Even the OnlyFans girls.
Yeah.
Like people are.
Everyone's on OnlyFans. Now. Everyone I know has a fucking OnlyFans.
Everyone is bitching. But by the way, OnlyFans, it's like for us artists, it's Patreon basically.
Well, I
It's the
wanted
same
to start
thing.
an OnlyFans, and I just wanted to have pictures of my favorite fans. That's all I wanted to have. You know, like old fans, new fans, all that stuff. But they wouldn't let me.
But like Patreon, it's that. It's basically OnlyFans, but for artists. So I'm like, I'm not shitting on the OnlyFans.
Well, I'm not shitting
girls.
on OnlyFans.
I respect the hustle.
I respect the hustle.
Bro,
Big time.
it's amateur porn. Like, you got to convince people at home that spend $5 on amateurs videos, amateur pictures, when Pornhub has fucking thousands,
Millions of videos.
bro, millions of like the budget is good, very good.
Well, I know why.
Why?
Because it's more personalized.
That's it.
There
It's
you go.
much more
But
personalized.
still, it's shitty quality. Like,
But it doesn't matter because then the fans get to interact with this porn star.
Oh, is that how it's interactive? I thought OnlyFans like Patreon, like you post
Of
stuff up
course,
and
it's
people
more
get.
personal.
but if
So they
for sure,
feel-
the
I
porn
didn't know.
star you could.
You know, so it's like how
I thought it was just like a pay. I thought you pay and they already put up the content. I didn't know it was like personal, like I'm talking to Poseidon. I thought it was just like
they're-
how we do on Patreon.
most of them. I think the successful ones, from what I've understood, is they interact.
Yeah.
You know, they'll have prizes. Okay, win this month a calendar from me, or win this
like us, like on
exclusive
Patreon.
picture. Yeah, shit like this. Yeah.
But
So
you're
do
not
I have to
showing
start
your
taking?
Greek balls.
So do I have to start taking my shirt off?
Just $5 more, please.
You know, they'll do stuff like that. You know.
I think it's also because it's the girl next door. It's like she's very not only very intimacy, but like when the pandemic is over, you're gonna see those people. You're gonna be at the bordel and you're gonna be like, oh, Stacy Dark Witch 69XX. Oh, how are you? Can I buy you a shooter? You owe me money. Like, you know, it's true. Like they're gonna be so accessible, and you're
Yeah.
like, yesterday I jerked off on you. Like, how you doing? How's the kid? How's
Yeah,
college? Are you
The
doing good?
accessibility, I think that's
Yeah.
what does it. Yeah.
You get the news, you get everything. So I respect so much the hustle, but the only thing is that
You
they're
have to go back to the real world after.
yeah, they're gonna have to accept that when the real world, the real pendeja de mierda, the real world is gonna come back. You're gonna.
They
be
would
at
have
the-
all seen your vag.
your vag, and somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, the waiter's gonna come." He's like, "You're gonna be with your parents." And you're like, "Hey, couple of shooters that got the bar. It's blow job. It's okay if he films you." And the parents like, "My
What?
wife? No, your daughter." Like, you know, like it's.
Thanks. Yeah, the guy at the counter says thanks for the anal vids. And then like, yeah, something like that. Yeah, you have to go back to the real world. It depends what you do. Like, if that's not your career, like some people, I guess now they were, I don't know, fucking accountants. And then they're like, shit, let me open up an OnlyFans now because shit's not going well. Yeah, when they go back to the real world, that might be weird. That everybody you work with saw your asshole.
Yeah.
That might be weird. Yeah.
And they're like, I'm gonna go.
Sorry.
Pass me my water.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need one too because my head's hurting.
Jacob, you want a bottle of water?
I got Vance. I'm saving the planet. Who's Greta Thunberg? It's me. No, you're not. Fuck compost.
Greta Thunberg. I like the way you said it.
Greta Thunberg.
Thank you, senor.
But yeah, I respect the hustle.
I like to, I respect people's
time.
work.
But
Like I
also-
have a fan who sent in like the overlays for the podcast that I'm using today, and I wasn't gonna use them. I was like, because I'm like, what the fuck, man? I have my own stuff, right? But because the guy stayed up late to make them, and they're nice, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this guy work for nothing. I'm gonna fucking use them. Like you gotta show some respect, you know?
Yeah, big time.
Like and I modified some of them just to put more cameras on that shit, and they look fucking beautiful. It was a fan that made like the overlays that people are looking at right now visually on this podcast.
Oh,
it was a
shit.
fan that made. He saw what I was using already, and he adapted. He's like, you know what? Let me
do
upgrade
something
a bit.
better.
Yeah.
That's nice. Hey, thank you. That's nice.
Yeah.
But also the OnlyFans thing.
Yeah. Right away, this guy.
Well,
Right
hold on.
No, you stay in. We want to hear your
Yeah.
OnlyFans thoughts.
I just got a thought. Either
Toi, t'as un doctorat. You have a thesis.
bro, on horrors.
Ow, the horse!
PhD, which is not a good thing, but anyways.
Tell us.
We're seeing it as like a negative thing.
I'm not. No, we're not seeing it. He never said it was negative. No,
Well,
no,
no,
no.
not
Respect the
negative,
hustle.
sorry.
I see it's so positive.
Yeah.
No. I mean, like, because we were talking about how is this gonna affect society? You know what I mean? Like, people going
No,
back to
it's
the
gonna
regular
affect your
jobs.
personal life. That's it. Not
Exactly.
the society, just your personal life.
But I think also there's another side to this. Is maybe it might make us much more open as a society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like everyone's seen everyone asshole. Everyone's gonna be like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean?
There's gonna be less sexual harassment at the office.
Yeah,
because the boss saw your asshole and jerked off on it 10 times last day.
Yeah, everyone's just gonna be so open.
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
You know what I mean? They're just gonna like, okay, yeah, I saw fucking Natasha's asshole fucking 18 times, whatever.
And
you know what I mean?
That's one way of looking at it.
It would be a good method to do a blackmail. Like if your boss is a bit bitchy with you and he's like, you're gonna stay more extra hours than anything, and you're like, hey, I saw you subscribed last month. You want me to tell your wife? I'm taking 1 week off, paid cash.
And then the guy's like, what? Oh my God, what's the username? My wife subscribed. And you're like, ooh, well, okay, that didn't go the way I planned.
And then he looks, he's like, no, it's my son, Nathan. He has my credit card?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
And then he looks at her, he's like, I don't blame him though. Good stuff. But yeah, no, I'm not, do what you want. But it is strange that regular people like grocery store clerks or whatever, you could go see their assholes online. That is a bit strange. You don't find that that's a bit of a line that we're crossing? That's weird?
Oh, it's very strange.
It's very strange, but at this, like if you're not hurting.
No, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not judging it. I'm just saying, do you not think socially, like our dynamics are going to be different if Betsy from the grocery store, now when you're in cash, like she'll be like, so did you like the anal video? And you're like, yeah, there's people here, but
you're like, you're gonna pay debit, credit, or cash, and you're like, I'm gonna pay debit, but my credit card passed on you last week with your tits video.
Yeah, something like that. Like, wouldn't it be? Because I know people talk to me a lot about like what they see on the podcast, and we'll discuss. So wouldn't it? And I'll see people in grocery stores or whatever. That's why I'm bringing up grocery stores, because I keep thinking of me at Metro, people talking to me. So now I'm thinking, imagine that you're at the grocery store and people are like, yo, man, that fucking pissing on your neighbor video or whatever the fuck. Isn't that gonna change the social dynamics a bit?
But I'm saying it is, but at the same time, I'm like, it's not that bad, because why fucking...
not bad or good. I'm just saying, is they going to change it? Not bad. I can't judge it either way because I'm not doing it, so I don't know.
I'm looking at the perspective that you're going to... the normal guy, the normal girl at the Deb store, at the groceries, at the fucking Simon's, Zara, she's going to have the same opportunity like fucking... why Paris Hilton...
got big.
Yeah, got big with the
one night in Paris.
Yeah, but her not her motto, but what worked is that I'm gonna give my life to the people. I'm gonna give every bit of intimacy to the people. Why the grocery girl? She wants to make extra bucks to buy a fucking Volkswagen Jetta of the year. Let her.
No, I'm not saying she shouldn't. I'm just wondering, because at Paris Hilton never had to be a normal person. She was part of the Hilton tribe.
Look, Lisanne Nadeau.
I don't know who that is.
I think it's Lisanne Nadeau. Her first, she was a YouTuber girl. And then she was an OnlyFans girl. And now, we don't know where she is.
She disappeared?
But she's making money.
Okay. I thought she got killed.
We don't know where she is.
No, but she's making money. She started just a YouTube girl. She was nobody. And then she started doing OnlyFans. She was making like fucking 40,000 a month.
Poseidon, can we get you to start OnlyFans? Come on, man. You don't want to make that shit a month. Maybe 10 G's a month.
What?
Start an OnlyFans. I'll be your OnlyFans pimp.
Who's gonna want to see my fucking gut?
You'd be surprised. Are you crazy? Yeah.
There's guys and girls, bro. They love the belly. They feel comfort. They feel warmth. They're like, I don't want to pay the chauffage this
What do you
month.
mean? Yeah. Hold on a second. Have you not had sex with women that were strangers?
Yes.
Okay. So then.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a market for everyone.
Yeah.
Some people, when you're par-dessus.
When you're on top.
When you're on top and they're like missing air, they like it.
Yeah, that I can attest to this.
Yeah,
he just lands on them.
I
can't breathe.
I know it's good, right?
No, I mean I can't
breathe. So why don't you start an OnlyFans and you start light though? See what people do. You charge $3 and it's you and a wife beater just being extra sexy. I think it'd be hilarious if we do that. I'll film all the behind the scenes.
Oh God.
But you just start off light, see how it goes. I think it'll be fucking amazing.
Think about
Let's do it.
It would be amazing, but I have to think about it.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, if people leave comments and let me know if they want me to fund his OnlyFans venture, I'll do it. Yeah, I think it'll be hilarious.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
It'd be funny if he actually becomes some kind of like internet celebrity where they start talking about and a man from Montreal podcast host Poseidon. He's making all kinds of dollars. He cornered a niche on OnlyFans that didn't exist. They're starting a new site called OnlyFlabs, and he's the star of it. I mean, he's got gay men, straight women, confused men, some straight men that support him just to be like, hey, buddy, high five.
Some incels.
Yeah. A lot of the incels have his back. He's making money hand over fist. I mean, he makes me want to eat hot dogs and go on OnlyFans. It's crazy. You might be that feel-good story.
God.
You never know, dude. How amazing would that be?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Because it's different. It's always that one different thing that really breaks out. OnlyFans, when you think about it right now, what do you think of?
Broads.
You think of broads.
Yeah.
We have friends that are OnlyFans. You think of those chicks.
Yeah.
But you don't think of... I would never think of me, you, fucking Jacob. It doesn't even come in my head.
Yeah, I have a hard time picturing it also.
That's why you start light. No assholes, dicks. Just you and a wife beater being sexy, and see how that goes.
Like a calendar.
Like a calendar, and then you'll start getting chicks requesting. You'd be like, you know what? I'll give you $50. Send me a picture of, I don't know, shirtless or with your dick or something. And then you're like, oh, okay. Imagine 10 people, $50, $500 right there.
But there was a guy at my restaurant.
You send dick pics now for free. So imagine.
Yeah, that's true. I stopped though.
Okay, but for
I completely stopped.
For $50, you would though.
Fuck yeah, I would.
Bro, there's a guy that I knew at a restaurant where I worked. He used to make $4,000 a month. Once a week, he used to jerk off, not even filming, just the waist jerking off.
4,000?
4,000.
How?
Just jerking off on the website.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. He was working at the restaurant, and there's just a guy. He was like, "Hey, you want to make some extra cash?" He's like, "For sure." And then they start the meeting, and then he said, "Look, I have like a dark web website.
What's a dark web?
Just jerk off, and I give you fucking 1,000." But he's a bit fucked in the head right now because it's like there's always a price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always
That's what worries me.
Yeah, there's always a price. Like, yeah, do it. Like the OnlyFans, I'm like, yo, I respect the hustle, but there's a price to pay.
Yeah. Me, I'm always thinking the price for the OnlyFans to pay would be years later. Let's say if you have kids, and then there's kids in the schoolyard, and they're like, you know, tell your mom we need more ass videos. I don't.
Yeah.
You know,
And the kid is like, yeah, I'll tell her.
Yeah.
When she comes home because she's never there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what I think. That would be one of the side effects. That, and also I guess stalkers.
But stalkers, you're always gonna
you're always
stalkers.
gonna have stalkers.
Me, I have stalkers. I have people. They always.
Yeah, we have stalkers too.
It's scary. I'm like, oh, please stop. Like, I don't know what. Sometimes I'm like, but I can't answer. But I have to answer. But sometimes I just like it. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like it to give some love. Or sometimes I'm just like, hey, if it makes you feel good, like, you know, write it. Like some people, they were writing me like, my dad did this and my mom did that and this, and I'm like, in my opinion, you should go see a therapist. But at the same time, I'm like, if that makes you feel good, like, keep writing it. And
Yeah.
Poseidon's been self-therapizing lately.
Yeah.
He started reading. He's his own therapist. Swear to God. Yeah, he uncovered all kinds of repressed memories and shit when he was young. It's nuts.
But it's crazy. I always do that.
Yeah.
Every morning I write 3 pages.
Of stuff that happened to you when you were young?
Just problems. Yeah.
That you have now or that you used to have?
That I used to have.
Get the fuck
now.
out of here.
Always. Every day.
What?
Because it stays in your head.
But you write it down to remember or to get it out?
To get it out.
Ah, okay, good.
That's smart.
Yeah, just get rid of it. That's it. Because the mind is so big. So why keep it in your head? Like sometimes I'm gonna wake up with like bad thoughts, stress, bro. It's just, bro, we all have fucking bad
experiences.
Past.
Yeah, of course.
Like me, my daughter, it's been a big experience. Fucking, she's born 24 weeks. She was 127 days in the hospital. They in the beginning they were like, she's not gonna survive.
Oh my God,
yeah.
So that's it's been like 127 days. Like I was always smoking weed and doing stand up just to stay numb. But un jour, one day it's gonna rise up. That's like Nietzsche said, ça va refouler, but it's gonna come up, bro.
We're volcanoes.
Yeah,
it all comes back. Yeah,
you gotta get it out. So sometimes it's like I wake up and that's because 127 days it went too fast. So now it's like flashes are coming back.
Fuck.
So like I wake up and I'm like I'm crying. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. So what I do, I write it because before I used to live it the whole day.
Yeah, I don't do any of that shit. Man, I keep it all bottled inside.
Yeah.
See, that's my issue also. I bury shit. Yeah.
Before I used to bury it, but you're not productive. I'm not taking care of my kids.
I'm productive. I put everything inside so that I could focus on everything around me, and so I don't burden other people.
Yeah.
So I just focus, because I'm always taking other people's shit. So I can't give back my shit. You get it?
Yeah.
So I keep mine inside. I focus on everything else. And then hopefully I could just forget everything.
But that's the thing. Me, it's like I don't say it to anybody. I keep it inside, but like weed is gonna numb it. So I was like, I have to find an.
I don't do any drugs. Me, my drug is my brain never stops. I'm always doing something. I'm always working.
Yeah, but you're working. Your morning pages is a podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Is I'm always doing something.
Yeah,
that's
you're releasing it.
Because I don't like being inebriated. I don't like being drunk. I don't like being high. I don't like any of that. I like being sober.
Yeah.
Because it fucks my head. I don't like.
It fucks everybody's head.
I don't like feeling not in control.
I like to lose control.
No, me. I like to
so
know what's happening. Because I also don't feel safe. I want to feel safe like that. But him, would you say yesterday? I sent you the Howard Stern interview with Billy Corgan, and all you sent me back was wow. But I was
a beautiful song.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know what you meant by wow, and I was like, I'm too lazy now to get into it.
It kind of put me back in tune with my childhood.
Yeah, because
it made me remember a lot.
Because that's what that song was about.
Yeah.
But it's
it was a song that it was about. They made him grow up too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That what?
He grew up too fast.
Yeah.
They didn't let him be a boy.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
No, that's what the song one of the Billy Corgan songs that I sent him yesterday was about.
Yeah, that's what it was about, and I could relate to it.
And you could relate to it. That's it. But you have to. It's nice, but you have to take that shit out either in podcasting, comedy, right? Like you see, like those morning pages, the pages that I do it in the morning. So it's like it's just a fresh start. One day I'm gonna get rid of it. It's gonna be on sketches. It's gonna be more on. But it's this. It's just finding those pages that's self therapy because, well, it's expensive.
Yeah. Well, he's what are you doing?
I'm basically remembering and kind of like dumping it, feeling the rage out, just feeling the emotions. That's what the book says, is to feel the emotions that you felt as a child.
Yeah.
And it helps with healing and maturity.
Are you trying to find an answer and not the answer because it doesn't exist? The true.
No, there is no answer.
There is no answer. But can you find an answer that it's going to, like, for example?
It's very hard to point out because nobody understands why he got molested.
But like, for example, what happened to my daughter, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I know why. And that's not the true answer, but that's the answer that satisfies me, is that I lived through all this shit to get so close to my daughter because I know that I was predisposé. How do you say predisposé? Predisposed to not be a present father.
Ah, okay. So
what happened? So it's not the true answer. It's not the answer. But searching this answer and saying to my head, it happened for this reason. Now I'm so close to my daughter.
I'm so dedicated to my daughter.
So dedicated to my daughter. That's why it happened. Maybe it's not the truth, but it's satisfying. And you know what?
He says that too, because for all the shit he's been through, he wants to be a better father, husband, whatever than what he got.
100%.
Yeah.
Whatever my parents were to me, I want the complete opposite.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
he wants a straight kid.
It's but it's good. It's good. But at the same time, in life, bro, you can't just like, okay, I'm going to take this and get rid of that. Like, you're born with it. Like, you just have to try to.
No, that's not the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm just, I don't know how to explain it.
I'm sure that your parents, they did, like everybody did wrong stuff.
But they meant well.
That's it. Like my mom beat me. Like big
time. Everyone.
Everyone,
mine
bro.
too. Yeah.
But at the same time, my mom today, she's like, please don't hit your kid. I'm like, no, I'm never gonna hit them. But she's like, don't take example from me. I'm like, yeah, but that's all you knew. You're like,
no, everyone's. Our parents beat us. His mom beat him off. Like you.
That's not true, by the way. He's joking.
Like, beat him off.
Because I saw your face, bro. And he was like,
I was like, okay.
He was frozen.
I was like, And then I beating off. I'm like, nah.
No wonder you have repressed memories.
Did she take the nuts?
No, but I'm trying to remember like a lot of stuff. I'm probably gonna talk about them on my podcast this Saturday.
You should download, but I don't know, because there's all like I don't really have like because I wasn't like I didn't get molested. I didn't have anything. I don't know. I didn't have anything to scar me to that point. You know what I mean? Like all the stuff that didn't go, let's say, well in my childhood, perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have like.
But that's because you had a healthy environment at home.
Yeah, we had a lot of love. We had a healthy environment, so I don't really have
I had
that.
A very toxic and poisonous environment, and I'm realizing it now. I realized it now. I was like, holy fuck, how did I grow up like
what
this?
we've determined that what I never thought of is that he never, like I felt safe at home.
Yeah.
He didn't feel safe at home. So you didn't have your fortress of solitude. Like I'm home, my mom, I'm protected. He didn't feel that. So he's always on it. That's why he's very edgy. His whole life, he never felt at peace.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I never had to feel that, so I don't know what it's like. I stress for other people. I stress for, oh fuck, if I fuck this up, they're gonna get fucked over. Or if I do this, so my brain never stops. I'm always working. I'm like, I can't fuck this up. That's what I think. He's got other fucking problems.
But that's the thing. Like, we have.
Everyone has their own problems.
Everyone has their own problems. Nobody can understand each other problems. The only thing that we can each other, and it's on one line, is at the end of this story, at the end of this, the everything that's gonna pass in your life. At the end, are you a bitch or not?
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
I have a friend that his father died, and she was, and the person was like, it's so hard what I lived through, and she was like, but at the same time, it's so hard what had happened with your daughter. I'm like, yeah, but we can't compare it. The only thing is that, am I a bitch or not? Like, am I taking care of my girl or not? No, you can't. Yeah. But the only thing that you can compare is that, are you a victim or not?
Yeah.
Are you going forward or just victimizing yourself?
Moving forward, his thing is he wants to fight being a victim because he has that victim mentality. I'm the first person who called him out on that. Yeah. That he used to love playing the victim for everything, and it was toxic because it would get into all his relationships. It would get into even friends, and I would notice. I'd be like, dude, stop playing the fucking victim all the time. Yeah. Be a fucking man.
Be a
fucking,
what I mean? Yeah.
Well, that stems from childhood. I couldn't, like, it was. Ah, man, I don't know how to.
Because it doesn't help. What I was trying to tell him is it's not that you're weak. I was saying it's not going to help your situation. Like you always putting your head down and be like, well, what about me? I feel bad about myself. Isn't going to progress you forward. What you have to do is accept what happened and be like, okay, it's not going to happen again. Assume responsibility of what you did, what they did, and then move forward. Because if you just sit there, oh, well, that's me.
You can't fix the past.
That's me. Well, little old me. What am I going to do? Well, then you're never going to do anything. Yeah. Fucking be like, no, fuck that. I won't accept it again. Bam.
Meanwhile, what I do is everything that happened in my life with my parents or in my childhood. In the beginning, I used to a lot of victimize. I was like, it's all their fucking fault and everything. But now I'm like, you know what? These are tools. I'm gonna try to use them. Like I just have to move forward. Like you can't in your life, you can't blame others because you're never gonna step forward. You're always gonna.
You're gonna hide behind that.
Well, I started thinking like that last night.
Yeah.
Not like the victim, like what you just said, the moving forward and using it.
Use it as a fire.
I was thinking, I'm like, okay, how am I going to use it now?
That's how I use.
You know what I mean? Because I was able to remember so much shit. I'm like, okay, how am I going to use all this?
That's people that didn't believe in me or told me I can't do anything, this and that. Yeah. I use that as fire to do stuff. Yeah. I'm like, I can't do it. All right, we're going to see. Yeah. So I use that as fire.
Some people, like you use it as fire, but some people, you tell them like, oh, you're not any better.
And they're done. You just clip their wings.
Yeah, it's done, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you just have to. That's why. I don't believe. I'm agnostic, so I don't believe in religions. But what I believe is that everything that happened to you, this energy is never gonna put an obstacle that you cannot surpass. No. So everything that you live, it's making you a person that you're supposed to be. And now I'm charging $15 an hour to motivate you.
Wait. So you said you don't believe in religion. But could we interest you? Just hear us out if you wanna. Because look, you say you don't believe in religion, but we're part of a. It's a cool thing. It's like a cool group. Yeah. It's all about science. It's called Scientology. We mostly talk about aliens.
Perfect.
And we try to make you a better person. Okay. Through a couple of lies, but no drugs. We don't believe in psychiatric drugs. Okay. But we believe that alien spirits basically were unleashed on the earth thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
And they're inside you. You got some alien demons in your blood.
Yeah.
And we do offer classes. It costs a bit, and some machines to get those out of you. So if you were willing to come with us to our next Scientology meeting, it would be pretty cool.
If you're talking about Satan and Beelzebub, I'm fucking in.
No, we're talking about Lord Xenu and what are the other Scientology shit?
I don't know. I've never really researched it.
If they have an OnlyFans account, I'm in.
Yo, Scientologists should do that. OnlyFans, only science.
Only
They're
science.
called Scientologists, but there's no science in Scientology. It's all nonsense.
It's all.
You don't know what
it's
Scientology
science
is?
fiction.
No.
Oh, that's why you were looking at me like, yo,
That's
this
why I
guy's
was
serious?
in. That's
You,
why I was-
wait,
no,
you
no.
thought I was serious?
No. I know you weren't serious. I was just fucking in. I was
know
like,
what-
whoever he's saying.
Scientology is that cult that Tom Cruise is in, John Travolta's in.
I didn't see the documentary. I have to watch
Yeah, oh,
it.
there's some good documentaries out there. Fucked, bro. They've done
Yeah.
some crazy ass shit.
But that's
man.
crazy. When celebrity is on the documentary, people are like, "Oh, this is true," because Tom Cruise is in. I want the opinion of.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're crazy. But I've seen like people talk about escaping that. Oh,
shit.
dude, they're hardcore, bro. They
It's like the Freemasons.
don't have the same power. They have Hollywood, but they're no, because I think the Freemasons. I've never heard of people escaping the Freemasons. It seems like when you're in.
You can't.
No, but it feels like. But it's like.
Can't.
No, but it feels like when they're in the Freemasons, it's like, yo, this is cool.
Yeah,
Like,
big
yeah,
time. Big
yeah.
time. People, people
yeah,
that I know they're in the Freemason, they're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I'm Freemason. It's fucking nice." I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, I met a
What?
Freemason
Yeah.
when I sold cars.
Yeah, they're chill
I
people.
was
And
like, I was looking at him. I'm like, he goes, "Look, I know how you're looking at me." He
Wait,
goes, "It's
why
not
he
what you
just
think."
randomly said, I'm a Freemason?
No, I saw his ring.
Oh, and then Poseidon looks at him and is like, bro, be honest. Are you really free?
and do you have mason jars?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
no, I looked at him. I go, "Well, actually, at first it was a lot of curiosity.
For sure.
You know what I mean?"
Why are you buying this type of car? If you're a Freemason, you should be able to afford a better one. Why are your pants unzipped? I have questions, sir.
Why am I
is-
beating
No, he
you
wasn't
off
buying
right
a
now?
car.
Why is your penis sliding into my rectum? Boy, oh boy, do I have questions.
Fucking guy. At first it was I was like, because at first in my head Freemason was fucking devil worshipping fucking animals, fucking fucking crazy motherfuckers.
You
right?
get to that.
There's
Don't
a
worry.
lot of fucking.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, obviously. But I just saw this regular guy and I see the ring and I'm like, huh. I'm like, so I got curious. I'm like, what is this? I go, and he started explaining.
It's a club.
Yeah, it's a club. He started explaining to me.
Yeah, it's,
I go, so wait, you guys don't like fucking sacrifice fucking? And it was
you
like,
don't have goats
and
in
he
your
started
backyard?
he started laughing.
It's like, no, only the guy's in charge.
And we take care of the kids.
Yeah.
What kids? I never said that.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chevy. The van. White. Thank you.
It's
I just realized what
Yeah,
man
the-
you're talking about.
The white van, yeah. Chevy.
I wanted to start. I was thinking of starting because I asked on the Patreon if they'd be interested in starting a conspiracy podcast, just for the patrons. But I don't have enough time to do all the research and stuff. But I want to start one because there's some good. Remember the document we read? Remember a few months ago I had sent you that document. So I had stumbled on some stats
Oh, yeah.
a few years ago, but this is all in the States. I don't know how it affects Canada. Of occult crimes, like how many, like occult ritual crimes, all that, how many occur? Bro, thousands in a year of kids go missing that are then found or whatever
That's crazy.
that have to do with occult rituals.
That's fucking.
You know how nuts that is, dude?
That's
So,
crazy.
and it's just crazy to think. And during Halloween times, during that month, apparently, they skyrocket because there's always low budget cults that think Halloween is their time to sacrifice kids or whatever the fuck. So yeah, kids go missing, all kinds of crazy shit that we had. And it wasn't stumbled upon like hidden knowledge. You can just Google it. There's FBI documents and all that stuff. But it's just not, it's never in the news because it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
But dude, so many kids go missing. They're part of these, there's these cults that were basically having kids in order to sacrifice them. So kids that were never registered, there's no birth certificate, so you don't know.
I've heard about
Oh,
this.
my God.
Yeah, all kinds of crazy shit. And this is all stuff that I thought was movie shit. And then, then I was reading, I was like, what the fuck? And I thought, okay, maybe 10, 15 cases, thousands a year,
You know,
thousands.
what driving me
Yeah.
like before when I didn't have the kid, I didn't understand. Now I'm like, bro, I'm missing the kid. I'm like, bro, my life is
Yeah.
torn. I'm done. But now that you're talking, I'm just imagining a parent that he's missing his kid, and he's like, bon débarras, tabarnak. He's like fucking glad. He's like, he was the worst child ever. He didn't go to fucking bed. Always thank God they're using for sacrifice and not a good kid.
Yeah,
They're getting rid of my kid. That is fucking bullshit.
I should have been sacrificed. I was a difficult child.
We never see that in the news. That's actually a funny sketch. I'd be down. Sketch. We should write it. I'd be down to do the sketch of that one parent that is kind of relieved that the kid is missing. Like, cause it's always like, he was a good kid, he cleans him, and then you have this one guy, he's like smoking, like, look, it's fucked up. Nobody wants to see this happen, but wasn't a good kid.
No, but it would be so funny that they would interview the father or the mother's like, it's been 5 years, never took antidepressant, never tried to suicide. How can you help the other parents to survive when they lose their own kids? And they're like, the secret, I hate my kids.
Yeah,
They're the
wasn't a good kid. I mean, the good one's still here, thank God.
Samantha is doing a great job in the basement.
But he was a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
There was many times I thought, is this kid possessed by the devil? Very bad kid, would start fires.
Drinking Monster. If you see the M, there's a 666. Anyways, a bad kid.
We'd be at the grocery store, and he'd just throw stuff in the cart and then yell the N-word to get me in trouble. It was a lot of problems this kid had. I've never seen a sketch that would be fucking hilarious.
Sounds a lot like my childhood.
That one kid that the parents like, well, actually, shit's a lot better. But yeah, dude, people. So that means that there's a lot of people that believe in that nonsense, that are willing to go the extra mile. That's how stupid people are, basically. That's like the shit they're willing to do. So I was thinking of starting a conspiracy podcast to talk about that kind of shit, because it's not stuff that normal. You have to be interested to look into that, because it's fucking depressing and crazy. Yeah. But it's a lot of effort to look and bring it, because you don't just want to say random shit like fish koala hybrids. No, you want to do some research and have like the facts, but it's all crazy. Yeah. Maybe I'll get you to just do it. I'll give you all the information. You just host your own podcast. Today on the Conspiracy Times. Yeah. I was thinking of calling it Conspiracy Times.
Conspiracy Times. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Only on Patreon.
I'd be down.
Yeah. So you don't get killed by the Freemasons.
Bro, I'm not worried, bro.
You do some investigative journalism. You go in there.
Bro, I've been dead inside since 1998, bro. Bring it on. Bring it on!
Was that the year?
Yeah.
When it happened?
Oh, yeah. When it all happened.
Talking about the molesting, right?
No, the rape.
The rape, okay. Yeah.
Isn't it the same thing?
You tell us.
Oh, yeah, when I raped my uncle, yeah.
At 6 years old?
At 5 years old.
You're 5.
I was a fucking beast.
By the way, he's making it sound like he was sexually abused repeatedly. That's the repressed memories. They're not, for the record. No. He keeps deflecting. He keeps saying they're sexual. They weren't sexual. I never said they were sexual. They were physical, beatings. They were mental. They were mostly mental abuse, a lot of verbal abuse. He was never molested.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just putting that out there. No, I was, because I realized your face. I was never.
Because I know. No. I was looking at Jacob's face, and the whole time he's like, this motherfucker was like raped repeatedly. No. So I was just.
No, like it's all jokes.
Toxic, like my asshole is toxic, bro.
No, look.
So I was just throwing it out there so people know that you weren't molested, because you're going to get people messaging you that were molested, and they're going to be like, I got over it because of this, and you're gonna be like, I was never molested.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I know it wasn't molesting, but I was like, so you raped your uncle? Fucking good.
So maybe he was molesting his brothers. Like people were thinking different stuff. No.
Jesus Christ.
He was just neglected, and he was the latchkey kid. He was just neglected and mistreated. That's what it was.
It was basically both my parents' punching bag.
Yeah.
Basically, my mother was playing build a slave with me.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
You know? Like it's weird. Like I was just basically put down my whole life psychologically and emotionally.
So that they would go up.
So they would feel better. You know what I mean? Like that. That was it.
That's immigrant parents. Huh? That's immigrant parents.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
no, but I understand. Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, head over to patreon.com/Pantelis. Get yourselves a membership. We do have movie nights every Friday night at 9 p.m. Poseidon and I on our Patreon Discord watch a movie with you guys. It's a lot of fun. Jacob Ospian, links in the description. If you are bilingual, then you're very lucky, because Jacob does comedy in French. He's got a podcast with our boy Emile. It's definitely worth listening to. Sans commentaire. Just look at the description. Follow our boy Jacob. And why not follow Poseidon as well? As you know, he's been through some shit. Join the Patreon just to check out his own podcast, In Bed with Poseidon. It goes live every Saturday at 4 p.m. Sound good?
Yeah.
We got it. Thank you guys for listening, and go fuck yourselves.
Peace.
to the thoughts in my head. All my confessions are the latest trend. I'll post them on my